Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is a collective message from 1st to the 15th of March, so for the first 2 weeks of March 2026. Now, I received a couple of words, a couple of ideas here, but as I am talking to you, some of them they are not of importance, of significance any longer. So this is what I have so far. There is a whole lot of interference, guys. Maybe this is what you are going to feel from the 1st to the 15th. As you are getting closer to, I'm not sure to what, but it feels like it's something good. It might be something, it's a breakthrough of sorts, which might or might not manifest in different ways for every single one of you watching. It's a breakthrough of sorts, which involves closing, endings. This is what I've got, by the way. Family karmic cycles. You will experience a whole lot of interference. You will notice how there will be a whole lot of movement in people's lives around you. Not necessarily in a positive way, if you want to look at it like that. You might be advised here too. This is what I feel you are going to be advised to. Look at the things from a higher perspective, although some of you are advised to look at the things, whatever these things are, from a human perspective. I almost want to say some of you need to approach a little bit of a psychologist eye, which doesn't necessarily involve, it doesn't involve the eagle eye, the one that sees the bigger picture. Is how it wants to come through. It is a more direct approach. What you see is what you get. What did you get from a certain situation, person, from yourself, maybe from repeating the same thing over and over again? What did you get? Did you get good results? Did you get happy results? Or you got something you didn't want to get, something you regret having, is what I hear in some situations. Regret having, regret obtaining, regret. So some of us from collective, from the 1st to the 15th of March 2026, we are advised to maybe really literally approach a psychologist, get in touch with one to help us figure some things out in a very earthly manner. And others of us, we are asked to approach a more holistic way of seeing things, a more shamanic way, if you want, the bigger picture, the Aquarian style, the eagle animal spirit here might play an important role for this group in the month of March, at the beginning, first 2 weeks. Now, for a very small group of us, first 2 weeks of March, moving on the 3rd, we are going to apply both concepts. One, we are going to balance these 2 points of view, the spiritual point of view and the human point of view, if you want. We are going to balance them too in certain situations. Interesting, collective. So what do we need to know? We are closing family karmic cycles. There is an ending of a significant cycle here happening for us, to us. You might feel a little bit of a victim here. You might feel, and I'm not saying that you might be a victim in a situation, but I don't think this is the point here. The point is, what is the point here? Oh, okay. For those of you that need to apply the eagle view, the big picture thinking, big picture seeing things, you have to understand that you are not a victim in a certain situation. You have to let go of a certain pain which doesn't apply to a certain situation in your life any longer, or this might be a new situation where you, this feeling, this, I don't want to say victim mentality, I want to say almost oh yeah, I don't think this is you that's feeling like a victim. What I think is, as you close this cycle, collective, you will experience all this type of interferences, and some of these energies are not even yours, or they are just being cleansed out of you through the energies are coming out of you. So don't react based on the heat of the moment. I almost want to tell you, I will tell you, I am telling you that some of these energies are actually, they pertain to your ancestors and they were in your blood, right? And now you are clearing, cleansing them, closing a cycle. They come out, you might identify them as being yours, and at some level they are yours, right? Feel the feeling, but don't become the emotion, so to speak, here for you guys. What else? Yes, we have moon energy, maybe Cancer energy here as well. But moon energy, what is moon energy? Cancerian. Heart and home, family, right? Ooh, you might be someone that you might approach the stage in your life where you are ready to build your own family, to start your own family. And because of that, a whole lot of darkness is resurfacing within you in order to let it go and be prepared to do that. And here you are being prepared to be a husband or a wife. Even if you have your own family, this is a cycle within a cycle. This is how I see it. As years pass by, you it really depends with what type of karma you are working with, right? As years pass by, you might reach a certain year in your relationship with your spouse where a certain karma may be always played out in your family. And if it didn't play out always, maybe it's jumped over several generations, is what I'm being shown here, where you might feel your spouse as being cold, you might not feel the connection so much, you might have distance yourself a little bit maybe from reality, is how it wants to be said, generally in your life, or from the reality of what reality is this that I'm talking about. This might feel a little bit complicated for you. There might be here a situation where you might go to the other extreme of things regarding a topic or a situation, and your spouse has a tendency to go to the other extreme. One extreme, the other extreme. And so you have to pay attention here to try to have conversations to maybe again to go to a couple counseling, to go to a psychologist, a therapist. Is what I'm getting here, in order to help you guys find that balance again, find the real issue in the situation. Okay, oh my god, this is so profound for whoever resonates with this scenario. If you are someone that's married, you and your spouse have some misunderstandings. Maybe you have been married for a decade, for some years here, not necessarily a decade. I hear also 5 years, 3 years, 1 year, maybe freshly married. And I'm also getting here a couple that got married and divorced like a couple of months after, or they have the tendency to divorce, to break up. There is this infatuation and then there is the breakup. Okay, let's not jump so quickly from one to another, but I hear that it's related. Oh, okay, so this is what I'm getting. This is a lot, you guys. It's a lot. Okay. Coming back, if you are married with someone, with your spouse, it is very important to go find a couple therapist, a couple counselor, to help you find the real root of a problem, or a shaman, I hear. Someone you both can resonate with, or if you want to go to someone you resonate with, you can, and then make a compromise, go to someone they resonate with, and then find someone that maybe is a mix therapist, a mix of a therapist for the both of you, in order to help you jump over this obstacle, and so you can save your relationship and your marriage. Now, maybe in your ancestry this haven't had happened so often. Whatever you are going through at the moment, this might be a karmic issue from many generations ago. I hear from the beginning of time. Okay, but what happened in between is this other scenario where people got together, broke up, got together, broke up, got married, broke up after a couple of months, after 1 year, after short periods of time. And so oh my god, this goes so profound in 1,000 directions. And you know, your lineage, the lineage where this came from, might have I wanted to sneeze. What is happening? Oh god, there's a whole lot of release happening in the month of March, I can promise you that. The lineage that you're coming from created other lineages in time and space, and these other lineages, they are either have this issue where they stay married for their whole life with a person, or for a long period of time, like a decade, 2 decades, 3 decades, and then they are met with a profound issue. And that profound issue, although it's related to this karmic event that happened at the beginning of time, also seems like it's related to real issues that happened in your relationship this lifetime that weren't spoken over. Basically, you didn't say anything when something really bothered you, and time passed, and now you are fighting over a glass of milk, but actually it's not about that glass of milk, it's about what happened 5 years ago. Makes sense? Yeah, in other lineages, seems like they struggle with short-term relationships. Short-term relationships. That's that. Moon energy, heart and home. Heart and home. true love expression, caring about the other as you carry for yourself, as you carry about yourself. I'm seeing here someone saying, I don't want to believe that any longer. And it's like removing some blockage from themselves, and they go to their spouse and they are almost like putting themselves on not secondary, but almost like I do care so much. I care so much about this connection. I want to do anything I can from my heart, Cancer energy, for us, in order for us to work. And so I'm seeing your spouse in this situation will really take steps towards you, if this is you, for example, and they will do their research, and they will also, I'm seeing here, oh wow, this is beautiful, you guys, what's going to happen for the collective in the month of March. The spouse here is going to drop their shields, their armor, their whatever they had on because of this karma. And I'm seeing these karmic cycles really closing up. Oh, I'm not going to lie, I'm also seeing here some divorces. Maybe that's how some of these cycles will close up. Some people are going to have the courage to take this step towards closing karmic cycles, because one of the partners wants to put in their all, and the other almost like, yeah, I see you are doing the best you can, but I don't think I can understand you or this situation. Almost like the partner needs to really experience other things in order to be able to sustain the marriage. Almost like they need to go to army, to experience army, military, something between these lines, in order to be able to sustain the marriage, to open themselves up and interesting, you guys. Okay, what else? What else? What else? Okay, let's see what else in the month of March. Okay, in the northern hemisphere, the spring starts in the month of March. See your seeds grow. There is a card I have in this deck saying see your seeds grow. Anyhow, what about this? White wolf meeting other white wolves, another idea that I wrote down before hitting the record button. White wolf meeting other white wolves. Spring, see your seeds grow. You see, you guys, in the month of March, you might be faced with a situation where with a situation where you are not asked, or there is nothing else required from you to do, so this situation can work. Nothing else is required here. You might ask yourself, what else should I do to, I don't know, to grow this business, to grow my channel, to make this relationship work, to have this wish come true, to you've done. I also want to say this is going to work for you. Whatever this is, it is going to start blossoming for you. If this involves another person, that's why it doesn't work probably. Maybe you have done all that you could have done in a situation, a certain connection, but the other person has not. What is this? What is this? God. Spirit of unconditional love. God, what is this? In a particular situation, if you are dealing with another individual, the person knows that once they make a step towards you or towards something here, whatever this is, because I don't think it's a relationship or another person for it. Now I want to talk about another person, but I don't think it involves a relationship for each one of you watching. I'm being a little bit corrected here. God says it can be a friendship or a romantic lover. Okay, so however it applies, seems like if this person knows, if they make a step towards you or a step, we are going to dive deeper to see if we get anything else. Everything will start blossoming between you two around a situation with a friend. What is this step? A note, a mail, a phone call, a loving word, telling you, if it's a friend, telling you the truth about something, a situation. A friend here might have some secrets that you don't know about, and nothing malicious is what I'm being told. But yeah, they know if they make a step. So these people are some cautious people, collective, that you are dealing with. Maybe you are the person, and you are the one that worries. You are worrying maybe if you should take a step towards this situation or towards this situation or not. I'm seeing here someone with a list, a checking list, like maybe collective. These people, they are trying to see if you are worthy of their trust, if you are someone they can rely on, if you are someone trustworthy. What is this? Moon energy, heart and home. Maybe I'm a little bit confused with that one, but let me tell you what I'm getting. You might feel very confused in the month of March, collective, because I wanted to say something, then another thing was shown to me, which was quite confusing, and then I wanted to go to the first idea, but things got real blurry. And maybe this is exactly how it's supposed to be. Know that you are tested, collective. You are being tested. You are being tested by people in your life. I don't know how to feel about that. But I guess that's what people do, right? Because they have been hurt so many times, or just because they have some precious and valuable things to offer, and they don't want to offer them to anyone. And what's more precious than their own time and heart, right? Heart and home. I don't want to offer them to anyone, so I have to see if you're trustworthy before I make a step towards you. But there is something else here that God, there is this layer of confusion, almost like that's how it's supposed to be. I keep hearing that's how it's supposed to be. You are supposed to be confused, collective. God is smiling. You are supposed to be confused. Why are you supposed? Can we know? Why are you supposed to be confused? I keep shuffling these cards, but it's like I'm on channeling mode. Moon, bottom of the deck when I stopped. Unbelievable. Yes, what is moon energy? And look, cannot make this up. First thing, what does it say there? Moon energy. Why are you supposed to be confused, collective? God, this is such a challenging energy. I'm telling you, it went away again. I had the answer and it went away again. Can we know why is the collective supposed to be confused, God, from the 1st to the 15th of March 2026? If you are a psychic, a medium, someone that's open spiritually, you are confused, you will be confused, yet not as confused as the others. The other people, maybe these are people in your life that are not as psychic and open spiritually as you are. They are way more confused. And so you live, maybe we are in this situation, so we remember how it is to be just an individual that doesn't have access to energies like we do. And just imagine if they have been hurt over and over again, you show up in their life and maybe you are someone magical, a unicorn. They need time to figure out if you are someone worthy of, again, whatever they have to offer. But I'm telling you, it feels like I'm drunk of confusion. Yeah, I have okay, let's take it again step by step if God wants to give us more. Let's dive deeper into this step that these people are thinking to take towards you. What is the step? Ring engagement. This can be, if it's a lover, they want commitment. Yeah, it makes sense, right? But and I feel like I want to throw up as I said that. And what am I throwing up? A fish. What is a fish? Slippery, slippery energy, but it's emotion. It's Oh, it's confusion also. Neptune. What else is this fish? It's a whole lot of emotion, a whole lot of holding back, a whole lot of emotion. Oh my god, you guys. It's intense. Give me a second. Oh, it's a whole lot of this is not a nice energy. This is a yeah. The word of this message is confusing confusion. I swear. Illusion, confusion. As this fish is coming out and I feel like, again, like I want to throw up. It's so much. I know I create confusion in you or in this situation, but I know I create a whole lot of confusion in this situation. I cannot hold myself back much longer and I'm aware of it. This can be for those of you that expect a lover to take a step towards you. I'm just afraid that you are going to hurt me like the other ones. I'm working on it. Please be patient. Whew. It's a whole lot. It makes me sick to my stomach, really. That's that. Now, if it's the friend, what is the step? It is not a step necessarily here, as it's I'm observing you like a detective. And I know how to read you, but seems like you read me better than I could ever imagine a person can read someone. And my heart is filled with joy every single time I see you, and I want to see you more often, and somehow this creates panic or fear inside of this person, because something here with a narcissistic mother also, just putting it out there, something here with a narcissistic mother that creates or can create a whole lot of confusion in this person's life. Okay. In this person's life. But if this is a friend, there is some dark energy here. I'm not going to lie around them, but I don't think they are malicious in any way. Man, the confusion is coming back. It's unbelievable. Expect confusion. I don't like how I said that. Don't expect confusion. Just, I'm going to put it like that, collective. Practice presence. Practice more presence. Practice being in your heart. Be yourself. Cultivate love. If confusion comes, now you know where it comes from, and what should you do about it. There is more information about the friend and the mother, the narcissistic with the narcissistic mother, or maybe without. In many cases, the friend will I hear they will keep testing you, and they are probably going to do it in a subconscious way. The thing is, I hear that you are bulletproof, collective, and you are bulletproof, and whatever the subconscious is showing on you, you are almost like unbothered, and so there is nothing you should be afraid of here. There is nothing you should be afraid of. Now, this takes me into the direction of a job, a career. interesting turn of events, right? So maybe the collective is going to experience a very interesting turn of events in the first 2 weeks of March 2026. Let's see. This change in career, or let's see, what is this with the career and the job? Believe it or not, the confusion that takes place with these people in your life, somehow is helping you, is leading you, is helping you, collective, with your career or job, is leading you, apply it as it resonates, to a promotion. It's leading you in another direction. It's leading you somewhere. And your heart is leading you there through this confusion. Wow, I'm seeing Archangel Raphael, which is the healer. I was watching earlier a reading from someone, another reader today, talking about being a shaman, a medicine woman, a medicine man, an old soul, ancient soul, unique gifts. This reader was talking about. So you might be led towards such a career in one way or another. Maybe you will discover at your workplace or in this new direction, new gifts, yeah, I have chills. There is just a little bit the feeling here of you had to take the wrong turn to arrive in the right place, but it doesn't fit too well, this saying, in our situation here, but just a little bit, I wanted to use it. Okay. What else? By the end of March, now I know this is a reading only for the 2 weeks, but let's see. You guys, this is so interesting. There will be an energy which will try to make you feel like you need to accelerate things. This might, the advice here is don't act on it, don't sabotage things. Whoa. When I said that, like, the energy calmed down, the confusion a little bit dissipated. The confusion dissipated. You are now you are back, you came back, collective. You will encounter this energy, dark interference, in March, which will try to sabotage maybe these connections, maybe I see how it works. Okay, we are diving deep again. We'll try to sabotage good connections, heart and home type of situations, future career, maybe the career of your dream even. Yeah, and why is this happening? Because you, my friend, you are on this path which is called North Node. You are breaking generational curses, if you want to call them that way. That's how I hear they are called. You are definitely closing a whole lot of cycles, dark cycles that have been repeating, patterns have been repeating in your family for who knows how long. Not sure why I hear over a decade. Maybe you tried to close a cycle for over a decade, or this is indeed, yeah. And so as you move towards this, your dream partner, your dream friend, your dream partner, your dream job, and you are just about to touch them, this energy comes and wants to sabotage everything. And you might feel like these are not good people for you. You might feel like you just want to end that romantic connection. You might want to just cut these people off of your life. You might want to just kill your dreams regarding your career, so on and so forth. So hold your horses from the 1st to the 15th. All is well. Present moment. Feel the feeling, don't become the emotion. Meaning, you allow yourself to feel the sabotaging anger, the what ifs, the who do they think they are to test me, the and don't act on them. Feel them, let them come out, don't act on them. In this way, I hear you, you are going to really save yourself from some heartache or some disappointment. Collective. Keep in mind, 1st or 15th. Maybe moving towards the 31st also. But at least until the 15th, hold your horses. Feel the feeling, don't become the emotion. Don't explode. Don't sabotage yourself. Heart guardian, love and let yourself be loved. Oh my God, I'm connecting here with some. Oh my God, I feel like crying. Collective. Protection guardian, drop your shields. I feel like crying. So why? Because I'm connecting here. I'm not sure with whom, either you or these people in your life. These are good people. You and them. You people are good people. Yet I need time so you can prove yourself to me. Is this what I'm getting with this card? Heart guardian. Love and let yourself be. Okay, yeah. If you are someone that have been initiated by God, by the spirit world, right, into opening up, becoming a psychic, or whatever label you want to use, psychic, medium, tarot reader, channeler, you know, you have to go through some shit to become like that, right? But you do become like that. And as you become like that, your heart opens, and as your heart opens, your increase of feeling love, giving love, accepting love, your capacity of doing that increases, is what I'm trying to say. Well, and then God places you in the world somewhere to inspire people to open their heart chakras so they can feel that love again, and they can allow themselves to be loved in the way they desire, to receive that husband or wife, to receive that good friend into their heart, into their home. Cancer energy. So you might be someone that you have a friend here, and maybe a lover, but now I feel more into the friends and family area. We are getting to the lover in a second, maybe. Friends and family. Maybe you have a huge heart, and you want to. These people, they do feel the love coming from you, but it's so foreign. unfortunately, right? And it feels maybe almost like they're drinking acid and they don't know what to do with those feelings. It's maybe it feels a little bit counterintuitive to them, right? So time needs a little bit to pass so you can prove to them in one way or another that the love is real. Yes, this is who I am. It wasn't. I'm not playing any game. I'm not wearing any mask. I have a huge heart. I want to love you. You know? Speaking of which, other people here, collective, and you see I switched my position also. I changed the position I was speaking from, and my arms are now crossed, and it's almost like I don't want to say that I'm protecting myself, although let's see what comes out. Okay. Someone here doesn't really understand what truly means to be a truly powerful person. It is not being a powerful person. It doesn't mean that you are made out of stone. It doesn't mean that you are hard as a rock. It doesn't mean that you manipulate people to get love in any way. Through giving stuff, I'm giving you things so you can love me back. I'm buying you with money in a sense here. Being strong and powerful is to integrate a whole lot of the obstacles, the layers in yourself of pain and sorrow that they don't allow you to receive true love, and in the process to stay soft, to learn to become soft, to stay soft, and then to move through life feeling life with an open heart and still remaining soft, knowing, understanding how to protect yourself just in case you need to, but staying soft. Softness is the real strength, right? But coming back to this family energy, my camera is about to die. I'll be right back. Okay, coming back to the family, to someone's family here. You might have some people in your family that are a bit toxic, a bit more toxic. I'm not going to use labels. If you know, you know. These people from our family, especially if they are parents, sisters, parents in particular, even grandparents, if they project jealousy, envy, hate, what do I know, onto us, the children, we have holes in our fields, portals almost, through which, in these portals and holes can they can be translated as being wounds, right? Wounds or almost like deficits, right, in ourselves as people. And as a result, maybe we didn't develop as we should have in some aspects, in many aspects. And as a result, we invite in our reality people, places, situations that can mirror back to us what's missing or what has happened in our life. In someone's experience, is this for the whole collective? For many in the collective watching, you, my friend, or maybe you are this person that brings clarity. These people that have these deficits, so to speak, in their fields, in themselves as people, they will be met with a person that acts like my camera died again. I have a couple of batteries that don't work that good any longer. I have to throw them away. Anyhow, as I was saying, these people will have in their lives, or will meet some people that will emphasize these deficits. Maybe only through their presence. These are, well, I want to call them the huge lights, crystals. God sent them. God sent them. If you are one of these people, know that God is sending you in the month of March to emphasize some of these portals in the life of many, in the life of some, in the life of many, because many of these portals, they need to be closed. Some of you, you don't even know that you are doing this. Some of you do. Few of you do, many of you don't. However, the hand of God works through all of you. Yeah. Okay. What else? Heart guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. Ooh, that was it was emotional. Maybe some of these people, some of you collective, you are going to shed some tears in the month of March, from the 1st to 15th at least. Shedding these layers that they don't allow us to feel the love that we want to feel, to receive the love that we want to receive. Again, Archangel Raphael is very strong in its presence here and now. Eagle, see from a higher perspective. This is what we started with. Yeah, you see, I'm seeing this eagle somehow is planting, in some case, God is planting a certain specific woman in the life of someone. That this doesn't have to be romantic, in order for I think what I'm saying right now is just for the sake of understanding the complexity of the game of life, and how God works sometimes. So look at this. God is the eagle in this case, places a woman, a feminine energy, in the life of someone, so this someone can feel themselves more profoundly, can release what they need to release in order to attract, magnetize the love of their life. And this woman that's placed in your life collective, for example, they can be just the cashier at the store on the corner of your street. You go there, you see this person 1, 2, 3 times. You just say, yes, good evening, thank you very much, have a good night, have a good day. That's what the conversation stays at. Just her, through her field, activated the crap out of you. And then in 2 weeks from there, boom, you meet the love of your life, because now you are ready. But through that activation, through the meeting of your fields, you started to understand other situations in your life, right? Blockages started to purge. Collective, have you ever watched the TV show on Netflix called Ragnarok with Thor? Such a good one. And what's his name? Odin, the god Odin, was embodied by this old man in a wheelchair with a pirate thing over his left eye, looking so innocent. These things are real. These things are real, collective. Okay. In some cases out there, this can be vice versa. A certain person will be placed in your life in the month of March with just for this effect to happen over yourself, over you, and you in return will have a certain effect over that person. Someone here might have a love of money bigger than love of God, is what I hear. You might have this effect on someone to turn their face towards God again, to believe again. There is this element here of Jesus coming through and asking us to have faith as a grain of a mustard. We don't have faith. We don't have faith. I wanted to put the cards back, but can we? Number 7 might be of significance now. Fire Guardian, ignite your passions. Oh yes, you guys. Coming back to that energy that can really push you towards sabotaging some things here. Know that that energy can really take you by surprise and can fire you up in the split of a second. And so you just have to really be aware and present in your body. Don't react, you guys. Let me dive a little bit deeper into this energy. It's mocking me. There is a demonic energy here mocking me. Don't react, you guys. Don't react. Okay. And this energy that's mocking me pertains to our families, pertains to our DNA, pertains to the members in our families that didn't know how to love us properly. They were probably mocking us in many situations. Bullies, right? Bullies. And because we were bullied, taken advantage of, our own family did that to many of us, we tend to sabotage things out of fear. Even you, that person watching, that maybe you think that you are very present and very evolved, you'd never know how this can happen. You never know what corner of your consciousness is still in need of to be touched by the light of God. Guardian angel, you are not alone. In reverse, Guardian angel, you are not alone, in reverse. Yeah, you guys, I'm connecting here with some of you, or again, this can be people in your lives, which they think they have to perform in one way or another. They have to give you things in order to be loved and appreciated. They don't know. Isn't this so true for the majority of people? They haven't experienced unconditional pure love. And so when a rarity like you maybe shows up in their lives, a unicorn show up in these people's lives, the embodiment of love, as much as you can, right? Maybe you have moments with, you know, you have yourself corners of fear and whatnot. But for the majority of who and what you are, they are scared that's being really touched here in the month of March. I'm seeing it. Some of these people, yes, they have to go seek a shaman, seek a higher perspective, a more holistic one. I'm not seeing these people, some of these people being in need of us. I'm going to leave it there. Okay. The patron, mentorship, finances. This is a little bit an energy again. In the land of confusion, there is this energy. The patron, mentorship, finances. Someone here might hide that they are very well off. Okay, yes, with this patron collective, I'm getting that someone here might be very selective with whom they let in their inner circle just because of protection, right? And this card fell over eagle, see from a higher perspective. So yeah, if you are this person, try to see from a spiritual perspective the situation. You want to see it clearer, want to know more details about, want to find peace about around with. You know. Okay, what else? Someone here, the queen, determination, sacrifice. I'll put it back. Someone here with that card, the patron, mentorship and finances. This might be someone psychic. They might have seen a situation for what it is, but there is a huge fear over there, a demonic interference, a karmic hook, a karmic hook in this person's field. From the beginning of times again, this pertained to someone else in the lineage they come from, but it's an old shadow, this one. And so I'm seeing here a guardian angel, you are not alone, which will release this person from that shadow at the beginning of March. Will release you if you are the person. Now, what else about love? We are taken back a little bit in the land of love and romance. For the collective. Collective, in the land of romance, you are matching here a lover, your spouse, a partner. You are matching them intellectually speaking. I don't think they are used with such thing. This might be someone super highly intelligent. High IQ, also EQ, also other Qs. They are very intelligent, not wise. Wise doesn't come true, probably. They are, not saying they are not, but intelligent is the word here. Emphasized, circled, all the shebang. And you are matching that in them, and they are very surprised. They will be very surprised if this hasn't happened already. This reading is from the 1st to 15th, so very soon, right? And somehow the hair, unseen potential, hesitation, and somehow if this person had any doubts about you, if there was any confusion, illusion regarding you or your connection, a situation, somehow clarity comes in. Maybe you'll have a conversation through which they will recover lost parts of their soul, which will bring clarity in the spit of the moment. And after this clarity is installed, collective, there is rapid movement. I'm seeing the Chariot, which is also a card, a Cancer card. Do we have any transits in Cancer or any important astrological events in Cancer? I know we have, or we had a lot in Aries, but there is a whole lot of Cancerian energy for the collective watching. And so, yeah, this is what this is. Recovering fragments of their soul through, yes, a conversation. Is this a conversation? It can be a conversation for many, a telepathic one for some. Once this takes place, this person is recovering soul fragments, which brings clarity in themselves, and some karma here, a demonic entity is being released. They are getting unhooked. Someone here is not getting cooked. Now I feel Sagittarius energy. Why my nephew comes to mind? What is this? The Queen, again this card came out. Okay. The Hare, the Queen, determination, sacrifice. And the Hound, loyalty chains promises. The Puppeteer, explanations, apologies. Collective. What do we have here? Okay, yes, this is what I'm getting, you guys. I'm getting the story of someone who might have had, this might be again a romantic partner. They might have had a narcissistic mother, a toxic mother, and the toxic mother, I don't feel like they are too close to them in their lives, in their vicinity. However, maybe it lived inside of them for a long time, and they attracted in their lives a whole lot of copycats, right? A whole lot of copies of their mother, in order for them to lick their wounds, understand their wounds, understand their shadow, heal, and become someone else. This person might have been manipulated by their mother a whole lot with the Queen, determination, sacrifice. This person might have been manipulated by their mother a whole lot. And if they are a man, they might have, again, attracted in their life a whole lot of manipulators, manipulating women, determination, sacrifice. Oh my God, I'm doing so many things for you. Look what I do. I do this and I do that. And you don't love me, and that type. And with loyalty, chains, promises, they might have been like, oh my God, she is right. Oh my God, I'm such a bad person. I'm such a selfish individual. I am so blind to her sacrifice and her love. But probably with every day that passed, they would feel weaker, put down, like they have to walk on eggshells. Every day, a whole... they might have yelled a whole lot, day in, day out, find any reason would have been enough for these individuals to start a fight, to create conflict. So yeah, well, you see, how can you blame these people for taking a whole lot of time to open their hearts and their arms to love? You cannot. You cannot. That's that collective. Anything else? What else? The Sun, enjoy success and happiness. You see, you and this person, through the confusion that's created, you see the sun, the warmth, the love in one another. You can feel it, you know it's there. These are some unions, some coming together of divine partners, you guys, which God says this cannot be stopped. This cannot. It reminds me of Titanic, when the guy said, "This ship, not even God can sink it." Somehow I'm seeing the hand of God taking the Titanic and putting it on land. So some sort of a miracle here, some sort of a when God speaks, nothing trembles and everything does tremble. These are divine unions. That cannot be stopped. People here are even isolated from the world in order to come together with their significant other. When God speaks, nothing trembles and everything trembles. Stargazer, set your sights higher. Someone here wants to become your protector. I hear we met by accident. You might have met a certain individual. In this case, this can be also a friend, but it might become a lover with time. Ooh. Oh my God, you guys. These situations, a whole lot is being brought to the surface in the month of March to be recognized, to be seen with the sun, and set your sights higher. A whole lot is being revealed to you, to us, to the humanity, to humanity. I'm getting in touch with a situation where you might be married, or someone, this might not be you, if it's you, you know, might be married or engaged, or engaged, and they might met someone else by mistake, if that's a thing, and fall in love. Scratch falling in love, it's infatuation. They get infatuated with this other person, okay, I see where you are taking me. But all they have known their whole life is infatuation. This person has not been, they haven't experienced true love in their life, only infatuation. And so now, you know, some people fall in love easily. That's infatuation, basically, right? As far as I'm seeing it today, you have a soul contract there. You have the soul gets activated by your one and only. And I'm not saying you have only one and only, but that's another conversation for another time. I know it sounds a little bit contradictory, but I promise you it's not. And this person might even have the tendency, or might think to leave their fiancé or wife or husband, however it applies, to go be with this other person. And if that's not the case, they might think they are in love with this other person, which, by the way, can be like someone very close now to them and their spouses also. So this is like in a family dynamic here. I fall in love with you, and you are someone that comes to my home where my spouse is on a daily basis, maybe very often. That's why these things are happening. Humanity needs to integrate their shadow. Things needs to be exposed. The tower must fall in order for true love to be experienced. Yeah, true love to be experienced. Set your sights higher. I'm also getting here a situation where with set your sights higher, this person, they won't experience true love with any of, not even with their spouse. It was infatuation only. And so God here comes and says, through set your sights higher, if you insist to stay in that marriage, make sure you do the work to get yourself better. Make sure you do the work to allow yourself to feel true love, to become true love, to accept true love in your life. And in that way, I will transfer a soul contract between you two, a sacred covenant. Son, enjoy success and happiness. You will be my son, I will be your son. Two more cards and then we end the message. I think we are at 1 hour now, or maybe more. The moon, yeah, take note of intuitive messages. And look at this, we have the sun and the moon. Let me put them the other way. For some reason it felt the sun and the moon and Hermit, retreat and recharge. Many of these people with trust issues, if you want to put it like that, they will probably feel the need to retreat a whole lot in the month at the end of February. Is what I'm getting right now. This is happening now. Before they take charge towards a new destiny. So, okay, I'm going to leave it here. Is what I'm being told, to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there. Collective, this was the message for the first 2 weeks of March. Probably a pick a card is coming up. I don't know just yet. We shall see. Excuse me. Thank you very much for being here, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.